All right, so we're here with our guy Six. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Man.
Yeah.
How you doing today?
Good, man. Good, man.
Yeah.
Good day to be alive.
Yeah.
It's finally good weather. Winter's over.
Every day is a good day to be alive.
Yeah.
Always wake up thinking.
Fucking porn, lasts a couple weeks. Every time I go outside and get fucking porn on. I hate that shit so
You
much.
golfed today, didn't you?
Yeah, it was nice. It was a good time.
Right.
Yeah, we were talking about not a golfer, huh? Nah, it's a bad habit to get into.
I don't know. No, I want to get into it. It's just, it's the whole thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a process.
You gotta have clubs,
You gotta get the clubs, and then you gotta find people to play with.
Yeah.
It's like this whole big process. You can't just pick up like basketball or anything,
Yeah, it's not like that simple. I feel like
No, it's
there's
never.
like more nuance to it.
Yeah.
You play any sports like growing up or anything?
Basketball.
Basketball. Yeah. Still play a little Yeah.
I be trying to get Mike on there.
bit.
Try to get Mike to play. Oh, is he
ran
down?
out. He ran out.
Of course. Oh, well, the sports conversation comes up. He gets out. What a piece of
I
shit,
don't want
man.
to talk about that.
Nah, he's not a sports guy. He doesn't even sports bet, which is crazy. You
Crazy.
be bad on sports at all?
Nah, I don't really gamble.
Really?
It's a good vice to avoid.
Yeah, I got too many as it is.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, when all that shit, when it got legalized, I was like, oh man, the floodgates are gonna open. Everything's gonna go crazy now.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of did for a little bit. I think people died back.
Yeah,
Responsible people died back.
Yeah.
right.
All that free money was flowing for a while.
Yeah.
It was
That's
like
what I did.
it was like COVID.
Once all that free money and the sports apps that they get you for like sign up because it just got legalized, once all that ran out, I was like, all right, I'm done. This is it. Can't do it anymore. Yeah. So I gotta ask you this because you're a big Cavs fan. What about Biggerstaff? Is he gone?
I don't know.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like we should have handled the Knicks, but
They bitched us.
you think so?
Yeah. They made us look bad.
With no Julius Randle too, right, Larry?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but that could be a coaching problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Because they showed they had the potential.
right.
You know what I mean? And just like
Mm.
when it came down to it, they didn't pull it off.
Yeah.
They
Right.
funked bad.
100%.
Yeah, that's a good
It
question.
ain't 2016, you know?
No,
Like we were talking about your one tat.
yeah, that's all. You're talking a whole different team. You know, that year, even before it was happening, I was like, no, this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even my, people who had faith in the Cavs was like, I don't know, game 6. I'm like, no, it's gonna
It's
happen.
happening.
Yeah.
LeBron wasn't gonna let us down.
No.
I just felt it.
Now, how do you feel about LeBron now being on the Lakers and everything like that? So, because I feel like there's two type of people. It's like they absolutely hate him for leaving,
Yeah.
and then there's like, nah, I still love him.
Yeah. Definitely still rooting him up.
I got love for LeBron
Oh yeah.
because I feel like, we wouldn't have a championship without him.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? With Kyrie.
Yep.
I got love for him.
Oh, yeah.
Because they'll lead all
He's good in my book.
them.
I don't care what he says.
Every single
JR.
one, all the way down the line.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't have that W,
Mhm.
And for me, my whole life, like, never seen a championship, bro.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
Which y'all, that was your first.
Right.
So,
Were you down at the parade?
yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't that a crazy day? It was so hot out too.
You were down there?
Oh yeah.
I was
Humid
not
as
down
fuck. Dude, it was nuts. Most people you'll ever see down
I've
there.
never seen that many people in my life,
Yeah.
period.
That's
Really?
crazy.
Period. Yeah.
It's like what you see on TV, like the
Like
big
millions
parades,
and
demonstrations.
millions,
It felt like a million people.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
People were hanging
it
out the
definitely
windows.
was.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it
I
had to.
think I seen estimates like, above a million.
Yeah.
Really?
I believe it.
Yeah.
Dude, people were hanging out windows. They
Come
were
on,
on the street
who's a Google
lights.
search guy? Google that shit.
Yeah.
Get it
How
on
many
there.
people were at
How
the
many
Cavs
people was
parade?
at the Cavs championship parade?
It took
I'm gonna
like,
give it a guess. I'll give it 800,000. I don't know if it hit a million.
800,000?
Yeah.
What do you say?
I'm gonna go
like
up.
1.2 mil.
1.2.
1.3
I'm
mil.
gonna say 2 mil.
Whoa, 2 mil. All right, let's see it.
I'm
Bring
going
it up.
2.
Yeah, it took. I parked on the west side. It took like 2 hours to walk. Like to
Really?
ride up. Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Took
it was
forever.
crazy.
Now, how long were you
The
down there
bridge
for?
shut
And
down.
all the streets were
Yeah.
packed.
Yeah.
Not just one.
Yep.
I mean,
What were guesses?
I said 2 mil.
I said
Said
1. I said 800.
7.2.
800,000.
You said 1.2. You were the closest. 1.3 was estimated.
Whoa.
It was nuts.
Damn.
There were a lot of people to be just downtown, not in the city,
Mhm.
downtown.
You're right. It was right in the core. I was
1.2.
smoking hella. Like didn't give
Were
a
you?
fuck. Yeah, they let everything fly
Oh, it
that
was
day.
crazy.
Nobody
Yeah.
cared. People were drinking on the
Hotels
streets.
and shit where you're not even supposed to be
Yeah.
in the lobby
Yeah.
shopping unless you're a guest.
Mhm.
Motherfuckers was up in there with
He's right.
bottles, like, what's up, you want some Hennessy?
Right.
Boom, boom, boom.
Every crevice, dude, people were pouring out of. Like,
Yeah.
like everything. like
Right.
anything. Rooftop.
It's crazy how like sports can bring people together like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause, like, if you get-
everybody felt like a winner.
Yeah, it brought everyone together.
They all did like the parade. They were on the like big trucks, like just like shirtless, like drinking like champagne, like just. spraying
How
shit.
long did that last? From like it was early in the morning. People were getting down there. I would imagine.
Oh yeah, I was there. I think like all day.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't think the parade came till like a certain time.
It was
But,
so motherfuckers wanted to go home.
But-
Basically.
Yeah.
Man.
if you parked down there, you were stuck.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
not getting out. You're not getting out.
100%.
I would be nervous to park down there. Like, I mean, people are gonna flip your
People,
car. and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, you're right.
Did that happen? I don't know if that happened.
I don't think so. It was really
Nah,
peaceful.
it was peaceful.
Peaceful.
Good.
And people were chilling. I don't think anything really went wrong that day.
Nothing
Like,
went
they,
bad that day.
yeah, everyone was in a good
mood.
vibes.
Yeah, it was a good move.
Cleveland, when they're in a bad vibe, though, that could be ugly. I feel like Browns, if the Browns won, they would throw a riot.
Oh,
they
they'd
would
have to
just-
show
Nah,
the
I
shit.
don't think it-
You don't think?
Huh?
I think people would go so crazy.
You a big Browns fan too?
Yeah.
All Cleveland sports. So what's gonna happen? You see, we just signed Zadarius Smith from the Vikings. That's like that.
was a move.
Yeah. Andrew Berry.
Power move.
Yeah.
Their whole structures, organizations look good.
Yeah.
To me, yeah.
Right. So what do you think we're gonna go? How many wins would you predict? We can look back on it.
See,
No?
I'm not that.
Yeah.
They're trying to get me to bet.
I had to see where your head's at. Yeah.
You're pushing, dude.
I just see.
Like I could see us getting in the Super Bowl probably in like 2 years,
Yeah.
3 years.
We can keep on the track.
They have that caliber, too.
I like the same too.
Yeah. And you like Watson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I like everybody on the Browns.
Right.
I'm one of them stupid ass diehard local sports fans.
Yeah.
Dog
Our
pound,
team, I fuck with you.
dog pound member type.
100%. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. to see
Because
what
most of the
this is.
players too, if you watch their social media nowadays, like they take on the home team.
Yeah.
Like they put the talent on it.
Definitely.
That's right. 100%.
Even out of towners, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got such a loyal fan base. Like even across the country, it's like, I mean, you're gonna feel.
We have the
love
most
from that.
backers, I think, in the
Yeah.
in the league.
Yeah.
Most backing bars and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You sell a lot of merch when you're here too.
Oh yeah, everyone's gonna buy your jersey
Yeah.
every single time.
So
Which is like fun.
players love this shit.
Oh yeah, yep. Or especially if you're going out in downtown, people see you. You're just always gonna get love.
And to know that even if you're a losing team, you sell jerseys and shit.
Yeah.
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 You're winning. It's
Yeah, you're
all
still
about
getting
show.
paid. Oh yeah, you're still getting paid. Yeah.
So, how long have you been doing music now?
My whole life, pretty much, like since I was probably 14.
Wow,
Really.
it's crazy.
You know, I
Long
did
time.
my first like legit mixtape when I was 14.
What?
On a cassette tape.
Mm-hmm.
A cassette.
Wow. You still got a copy of it?
Nah, I wish I did.
No.
I wish I did.
Someone out there probably has it somewhere.
I used to take like back in the day they used to have like if you bought a single, it was like say Biggie did Warning or some shit. They would have on a reverse side of that single, they would have the instrumental,
Yeah.
acapella,
Right.
you know, and I would take different rappers' instrumentals even back then when I didn't even know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would take the shit and just rap over it.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I would like I had a little bullshit microphone I plug in my stereo,
Mhm.
rap over it, take it to my friend's house, listen to it.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Wow.
I thought
Gotta
it
start
was-
somewhere.
Yeah, I thought it was dope. But,
Mhm.
you know,
What do you think influenced you back then to like start like making like music
just
that
hip
style?
hop, bro.
Yeah.
Hip hop was so big when I was a kid. Like it's big now, but like y'all don't understand. Like back then, all we had was
Yeah.
rock, you know, whatever. But it was basically
Rock,
rock.
pop. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And pop, yeah, popular music. You know, well, you had some like R&B, soul music, you know,
Yeah.
oldies and
I'm
shit.
sure.
Yeah.
You know, my parents listened to everything from Motown to classic rock. You know, pretty much. You know, and country and shit was out. But
Yeah.
my parents didn't really
Yeah.
listen to that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then hip hop came out. You know, I remember like just my uncle being like playing some shit, and I was like, yo, what the fuck is that?
Sounds different.
Because even before that, actually, you know, like before that, the first thing I remember hearing being like, the fuck was that? Was like comedy records and shit. Like Richard Pryor and Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy and shit. And George Carlin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yo, you can talk like that? Like these dudes are cussing
Yeah,
and
it's
saying
going off.
shit. Like my grandma would wash my mouth out with soap. with for doing
Yeah.
that shit, bust my fucking ass, right? And you know, but hip hop was like them doing it to a beat. You know what I mean? Because they had punchlines and all that shit. So I was like, wow. You know, so hearing everything from Run DMC to Fat Boys to LL Cool J all the way up.
Do you like Bone Thugs and stuff
PC
back then?
Boys, you know. And yeah, Bone Thugs was a big part of my life. Because
Sure.
I was like 14 when they came out. So that's when I was like a teenager, you know, really getting into music.
Yeah.
You know, because I listened to it as a kid. I bobbed my head and was like, yeah, this is dope, you know, but I didn't really know what it was like that. But then started making music around teenager, and that's when like Bone shit came out.
Yeah.
And I was from Cleveland, so it was like I always wanted to be like a part of that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was from the west side, it was from the east side, and I was white, you know.
Yeah.
Didn't know if they would fuck with me like that, you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I was always chasing them around. Like I done bumped into them so many times. Like I'm friends with their family and shit now.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah, they're legends for sure, man.
Yeah.
Monoliths. Like
Yeah.
you can't talk about Cleveland like hip hop without mentioning them.
Can't
Like
talk
even
about
Cudi,
hip hop without
MGK,
mentioning
all
them, in
them.
my opinion.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
you talk about hip hop, especially rap groups. You know,
Easy, Tupac, all them.
Yeah.
Love Bone Thugs.
Easy, Tupac, did songs with Big Pun. You know,
Notorious,
did songs
obviously.
with Master P.
Yeah.
Like so many people you go online, Snoop.
How different it is now. Like it seems so like saturated. Like people like make music and people obviously make content this and that. But like back in like when you were younger, it's probably way different. Like
Yeah.
it was more rare, right?
It was harder to do it
Yeah.
because you know,
Didn't have the means.
everybody didn't have a computer.
Mhm.
You know, you had to have a real like mixer and a real
It was analog back then, wasn't
yeah,
it?
real, yeah. So you had to go to a studio. My first studio first time I recorded was in Michigan.
Oh, well.
Really?
Yeah, I had to drive all the way to Flint, Michigan just to
Holy shit.
Why is that?
record a record.
Only one you knew, or what?
No, that was some dude, had heard some shit I did through a friend, and he was in the army with him, and my dude had played one of them tapes that I was talking about.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man, my dude's like, if he's really about to come through. So when my dude came back to the army and hella army money, he was like, I'm gonna drive you out there.
Wow.
Let's go do it.
That's
And he
interesting.
wanted to rap a little bit. He dabbled in it
Yeah.
too, so he got on the track. But that was my first time.
How old were you then when you went there?
Probably 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So like from 14 to 17, you're basically just doing all this by yourself, like no really
I'm
outside
just
help.
in the house, fucking around.
Yeah. Now, what did your parents think? Like when you started really getting into it?
My dad wasn't around like that. My mom, she embraced it.
Yeah. Well, that's
That's
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
But her husband didn't.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah.
war in the house with her.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, I can only imagine, especially like minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm making rap. Some people are just managing something.
Well, and back then even it was more frowned upon.
Yeah.
Hip hop just in general.
Yeah, right.
It was just like,
Now it's like the
what
big.
is this crap? What the fuck is this? That's not music.
Yeah.
Right.
Now it's the biggest thing out there.
Now it's a whole culture. It's a whole. It feeds so many people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If that's why I feel like even if back then, if my parents had embraced it more, I feel like I'd be in a different financial space now. And even maybe a successful space.
Yeah.
Because nowadays a lot of kids, their parents is like, oh, that's what you do, cool. I'm gonna buy you a computer to do that.
Right. Yeah.
You get on Twitch, you game cool, but
Yeah.
make sure you make something of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like that parents now are a little bit, probably not even a little bit, a lot more supportive with like avenues that their kids want to take, because back like even take like 5 or 10 years ago, it's like, oh, you want to be a professional gamer. It's like no one's gonna watch you play
Yeah.
games and get paid for
But
it. But now it's just
Oh
like,
no,
yeah.
My son's in college, or he was in college. I'll correct myself. He was in college, but now he went down a different career path. He wanted to work.
Mhm.
He found a career, but he makes more money than I do. Right now, for real,
Mhm.
annually. But anyhow, when he was going to college, at first that's what he was going for, gaming. I'm like,
Wow.
bro, you can't go to. I'm telling him, like,
Yeah.
and I raised him as a gamer. Like, bro, you can't go to college. You got to be a programmer. He was like, no, I'm going for competitive gaming. I'm like,
wow,
get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
He was like, he really was.
Wow. And what games did he play?
He got a whole scholarship based off.
Holy shit.
He pretty much was all Fortnite at the time, but he was transitioning into PC. Because he had to.
Right. Yeah, I feel like that's where it's going now. It's like it's all gonna be
So he's
PC.
just crazy talented.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
He's just, even gaming, like he's a monster.
Yeah.
Like,
It seems like some people you come across, it's like you stand no chance.
Yeah.
It's just like it's over. Like especially in Fortnite. Have you played Fortnite?
No.
Dude, it's like
It's not.
no, not for you. What games are for you? We'll start there.
I'm a retro writer. Like I play all the old school shit basically. But
Yeah.
if I do play some like current shit, it's probably a little bit of Call of Duty and
Mhm.
GTA shit like
Yeah.
that.
I feel it.
The new GTA is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I just seen that. I think they confirmed it's gonna be in 2024. They're spending like a couple $1 billion on the game to develop it and everything.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, it's like the highest like
It's been
production.
15
value.
years, has it not, since
Yeah.
the last one? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Has it been
And it's-
15 years?
Dude, I think so.
We got
Wasn't it
give
like
it a fact check.
2008 or some shit? Or like
Give it a
No,
fact
it
2009?
has. It was like 2008.
Wow.
Yeah, I could have sworn.
The best GTA though is San Andreas. I love that game.
That's
It's one of my favorite.
It was like
High five.
the newer one, but just
Yeah, that was,
Yeah.
that type.
Right.
Those games,
Yeah.
man, I played a lot of hours on Vice City.
See, they're gonna spend
Liberty
probably
City.
1.2 billion or whatever it's gonna be, but they're gonna make it back tenfold.
Oh,
Because I'm
the
gonna buy it.
first day.
Yeah,
the first
100%.
hour. Like,
That would be the one I pre-order.
Everyone's gonna buy that.
that was the last game I waited in line for, I think.
Really?
GTA. Yeah, that was
Because that's
GTA
like
5.
across the board, you know, like everybody kind of, you know,
Yeah.
it's not divisive. It's kind of
Yeah.
like everybody's gonna want to fuck around.
Mhm.
At least a couple games on there just to see this.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Especially on next gen, this is the next gen GTA. You know, it's not old gen GTA. You know?
It better deliver. I don't doubt it. Rockstar always. They
No,
they
they'll
never
pull
put
through.
out a
They'll
bad
pull
game,
through.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. 100%.
They're always good.
Yeah.
Especially with something like that. But like, man, there's been a lot of stinkers like the last few years.
Yeah. Especially with Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, but if they fuck this up, that could be bad.
Oh,
It
yeah.
it's gotta be good.
Yeah.
If it comes out
Whole world's
broken,
dependent on it.
yeah, like if it comes out broken and they gotta do a bunch of patches and people like.
Mhm.
You've been
Nowadays,
sorry.
game is different, bro. If you don't get that patch out and fix it quick, people will put it on the shelf, go to the next.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just move
They
right
don't
on.
even waste your
Yeah,
time.
because they can just download the next hot shit.
Yeah, especially with like Fortnite when it came out, it was free. Now you're not having to spend $59, $69, $79 for the game. It's like, let's move on to something free.
Still
that
free, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah. He's saying when you got competition like that, you know, and you're probably GTA is gonna be $100. You know,
Oh, easily.
if you want the premium edition, it's gonna be $120, whatever. You
Yep.
know, or super collector's edition. Will be
Yeah.
$200.
They'll mail you a poster to your house or some shit with it. Yeah.
Come with some bullshit. An album.
Yep.
That you can't play because you ain't got a CD player.
Call of Duty used to do the cool rollouts, like the
Yeah.
deluxe.
I
Like,
used to love the DLCs
They
where
give
they
you
give you
cool
more map
stuff.
packs and
Yeah.
stuff. Those
like
were the
the
best.
physical stuff that they would mail you, some of that stuff
Yeah.
was cool. I remember.
Those were the best.
Modern Warfare 2.
Those were the best times. Staying up all night and playing with your friends. Nothing beats that.
Yeah.
Nothing beats that. So now, like going back to you, like, where are you at currently with your music? Where do you think the next step is to go?
Right now, I'm gathering material like this. I kind of got a process when I do.
Yeah.
Like, I'll basically gather all my material,
Mhm.
all the instrumentals I like.
Okay.
Then I'll narrow that down to shit I want to actually work on and spend money on.
Mm-hmm.
Then I reach out to the producers, you know,
Mhm.
see what they want on the beats or whatever.
Right.
You know, and then take that to the studio and then drop all the shit, mix it all down,
Mm-hmm.
get all the artwork done, whatever. But right now, that's what I was doing before. And I basically did that the past year, and then like now what I'm working on basically is probably like a little EP kind of project where it's just gonna be like, because everything I dropped was kind of singles basically.
Yeah. Right.
And I was just kind of like seeing what people was leaning towards, what they like,
Mhm.
you know, like what I was putting out. And I put out this one video with this girl singing and shit. That shit actually got a lot of views, you know what I mean? A lot of feedback and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna put out a whole project that kind of sound like that. Got that kind of sound. It's
Yeah.
more of a pop sound, believe it or not. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And, but not like sell out shit. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Good music.
It's still hard, you know what I mean? But,
Yeah.
You record at the same studio like all the time, or do you go like different ones?
I go to different ones, but I got like one main one.
Yeah,
that's
that's like your-
216. You know, my dude Sean.
Nice.
Mhm.
Been with him for a while.
Yeah, I've been fucking with him for years. I
Yeah.
met him at a talent show,
Nice.
and it was just some random shit. I went to support one of my buddies who was performing, and a slot opened up. They was like, "You got something?" I was like, "Yeah," and then I performed, and then a bunch of motherfuckers was like, "Whatever," wanted to network afterwards.
Yeah.
And Sean was one of them, and ever since then, you know, and then he was one of the dudes that had a podcast. Like I said, you know,
Mhm.
he was on, "Why don't you come out on my podcast?" So I went down there, did that, and then after that, after he broke apart from the podcast, he was like, "Yo, I got all the equipment in the house. I mix, you know,
Yeah.
come through," and I've been fucking with him ever since because he got my shit sounding pretty good.
Yeah.
So is there any aspect of like you being an artist? Do you like obviously like you do like some camera stuff, or like do you make beats, or do you mix like it all? Like what's your
I do
Kinda-
I do everything.
you do everything? Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have to be well rounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I had to learn. I do my own. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll reach out. I'll
Right,
outsource if I need something.
I did.
Yeah.
And if I feel you can do it better for a
Mhm.
reasonable price, I'll outsource. you
Yeah.
know?
Right.
So like, I got people who do graphic design,
Mm-hmm.
so I reach out to them. But what I can do, I'll do.
You do it.
You
Really.
know,
Yeah.
if I-
Obviously,
if
it's
I
it's
feel
easier
like
to cut
it-
costs too that way.
Yeah, and if I
As
feel
much
like
as you can
it,
do.
if I feel like it looked good enough and it's good for what it is,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like I've been recently re-releasing a lot of old material that people I feel just haven't heard, or it was on older websites. Where,
Right.
like nowadays, I can just put it on YouTube. You know, it was on some old bullshit website people ain't looking at, ain't
Yeah.
gonna play,
Yeah,
ain't gonna, you know,
Right.
put that long ass HTML address in,
What's an example of that? Like an old website where you used to
like
put some-
Reverb Nation or
Oh, okay, yeah,
SoundCloud.
yeah. I
even
used to put shit on
sometimes, you
Reverb.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, even before that,
That was before
there
SoundCloud.
was like, you know, so much shit. SoundCloud,
Spinrilla, stuff like that. SoundCloud, yeah.
Motherfucking
That's
Bandcamp, you
Beatstar,
know,
all
so
that.
much shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, people just aren't like it used to be like some of these sites would have like a lot of like blogging kind of, and like they do blogs on artists and stuff, so a lot of music's like on them sites.
Cat-
Yeah,
Oh, gotcha.
that
No.
they're closing, I think,
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like it's so much shit where it's like
shutting down.
YouTube's kind of like not going nowhere. And a lot of content I kept off there because people would just download it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I didn't want them to just
Yeah,
steal
yeah.
my shit. And
Yeah.
now it's like this old mixtape shit, y'all can just have it. So I've been like, just basically putting in music, using that shit, that program I was telling you about,
Mm-hmm.
and putting the music with some HD kind of imagery, slapping it online for people, and maybe fine tuning the master volume maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
a little low, I'll bring it up.
Mhm.
Once shit's mixed down, I obviously can't go back in there and fuck with the
Yeah.
vocals and shit no more. You know, a lot of shit I got was just old mixed down shit back then. You know?
I'm sure like you hear it now, you'd be like, oh my god,
Oh yeah.
that quality is
Yeah,
just
a lot of it still bang.
That's good.
I
Yeah,
can play a lot of shit now.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, that shit's like,
that's the cool part. A long time ago.
Now, what's your writing process like? Are you like a pen and paper kind of guy on the notes on your phone, or what's your?
Now it's probably on my phone.
Yeah.
Easiest.
Yeah, it's just on the go.
Right.
It ain't 8 Mile, you know what I mean? Like on the bus writing. I used to write it, but
Really?
yeah, dude.
Or
It's
I
so
be
much
at
easier.
work, I would just in my head put a couple bars,
Yeah.
couple bars,
Mm-hmm.
then get on break, put
Get
it
'em
in my
down.
phone.
Yep.
Go back in. Okay, that's what I said.
Yep.
Go back out, you know, because I can't fuck with my phone at work, so I gotta put certain shit in my head.
Yeah.
Right. Now, how like when you're making projects, is there like a process of elimination? So let's say you'll do like 10, 15 tracks, and then you're like, okay, you're listening back through.
Yeah.
I might save this one, but this one's not going to make the cut. And the ones that you do take out, do you just keep, or it's like I just don't like it, I'll throw them out? Yeah.
Because I'm not like, there's certain artists that I know. I even got friends that's like real choosy.
Oh, yeah.
They put out there with
Yeah.
me. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Let it fly.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers
because-
will like it.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
if
dope.
if you don't, maybe you'll find something. You know, you'll find something you will. But for the people that really fuck with the shit, they're gonna find something in everything. A little bar at least or two in everything where they're like, that's dope, you know.
Yeah.
Even if they don't like the other two featured artists on the song, they might like my shit.
Yeah.
Even if they don't like my shit, they might like the other two featured artists, you know. Whatever the case.
Did you used to use like MySpace like at all?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That was probably real good for music back in the day, right?
Yeah, I use all that shit. Any avenue, I'm on TikTok or whatever I do to get my shit out there. You know, if that shit don't pop, I'll take it somewhere else. I check my analytics. I get more play overseas than I do here.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Now, how do you like TikTok?
Not really.
No?
I mean, it's funny.
Yeah.
But for artists, I don't really like it.
No.
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like you gotta be
Sell your soul type shit.
I wouldn't. I mean, I don't. You said it.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Gotta be soulless. No, I know what you mean. Like it's
I just feel like you gotta work with the machine there.
Yeah.
You know, like you kind of gotta have the Cardi B Happy Meal. You know.
Yeah, hit the right algorithm. You gotta be this certain.
Yeah, because I can put in the same hashtag with the same whatever. My shit don't pop like other people.
Right.
You know. So. And a lot of it's pay to play. You know, I've heard plenty of artists come out and say, if you look at it, it's like if Wendy's gonna pay them $400,000 to run an ad, and 4 million people see it.
Yeah.
Why they gonna let you do it for free?
Right.
For some hashtags. Even your followers don't see your posts.
Free cloud out here.
No, it's all pay to play.
Not no more. It used to be.
Yeah,
You know,
used to be organic. You could be
dope.
dope. Yeah, and it would pop off. It's not. It just don't work.
That's why when you'll see these little spaces pop up and they're hot for a second. MySpace and Facebook, when they're hot, it's because they're organic. And then they move to something else, you know. And then Twitch is hot, and this is hot. You know, it's because people can move the way they want to move and generate money and do shit come up. But as soon as they latch on to that and the system's like, no, we need a piece of that. We need a piece of this and advertising money. We're going to run 30 commercials on your video and not pay you. That's when motherfuckers like, I ain't fucking with that platform no more. Let's move over here, get some money over here.
Yeah, I feel like that's where, if YouTube falls, I don't know, they might be too big to fall now, but I feel like if anyone's going to, it could happen. And I feel like Rumble's kind of taking that spot now, where they're giving more money to creators and being not as restrictive of what they're taking out on people's posts on YouTube. I feel like that's kind of...
Yeah, the censoring's crazy with a lot of these platforms, and I think the one that's the most lenient is going to be the one probably everyone flocks to. That's why people, I feel like Twitter so much, right now. But even then, there's still, certain things.
But they're doing shit now. Like, I just seen Elon make a post that he's taking away, like, inactive followers.
Yeah, I see.
So he's like, if your follower count drops, you know how many celebrities is just gonna have
if an account hasn't been used.
You know, all the way down.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna expose some
400
people.
million fucking random.
Or they're all botted accounts on real people.
Exactly. You know? And then, even regular people. I got ones that I don't know. It's like watching my cam show. I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Right.
Somehow you're following me and.
Not even real people.
It's just
I think that was a big thing in his when he was trying to buy them. Like how many people? I think the original Twitter people that were there before were like lying to him of how many inactive and botted accounts.
Yeah, that's what
there
they
were
were lying about. Yeah, how many users there are, and he's like, "Once you guys tell me, like,
I'll buy it."
They inflate the data so they can get more money out of the people.
The ads and all. Dude, it's crazy. Twitter's just a crazy business. Like the way it works. How many people have been through there? Like,
but so many, again, that's like so many people are on it. Like, I don't feel like it's gonna go away.
No.
Like MySpace, like when Tom sold it, it was over. Like Tom got his money and he was
That's why
out.
I feel like certain platforms, like you say, YouTube could, anything could fall, but I feel like as long as that digital space is there, certain ones are like staples.
Google owns YouTube. Like it's all.
They're not gonna go away.
They're too big to fail.
Staples, you could not just because of that. Like you got to think of like when Disney Plus was starting to get popping. Like the first thing they did was reach out and buy Fox, and it wasn't just to get Fantastic Four back and X-Men back, which was a big deal, but it was really to get content because all they really had was some cartoons.
Yeah, the Disney movies.
Then they got National Geographic, ESPN. They owned all that shit. Hulu. They they took all that shit that was under one umbrella, so they had all this content.
Yep.
And then they could build up their library real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about YouTube. The libraries, crazy.
Yeah,
It's
and
much. Yep.
Crazy.
Even YouTube TV.
You know, you could go watch, you know, and even if it stops today,
yeah,
if you want to watch that old shit, guess where you gotta go?
Yep.
That's where they got you. So like, you always gotta fuck with
just always wonder like what's next.
YouTube.
Like,
If you
like
want that old crack, you gotta fuck with
Go to
YouTube.
this. Yeah, I just wonder what's gonna be next because like all these things are popular now, but it's like every 10, 12 years like shit change. MySpace, like Facebook, Instagram, like
Yeah, but some
I feel like the
shit-
young
some
kids
shit
are
don't
different.
change,
stuff.
bro.
Yeah.
Cheeseburgers, you know, some shit don't change. Motherfuckers just like some shit.
Yeah.
People like to watch train crashes for some reason. You
Yeah.
know? And
I have nephews. They love watching those animated like car crashes, like videos like that. Yeah, dude, it's like a weird ass like.
There's something on there for everyone.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like YouTube. You know,
Kids opening toys up, like that's a big thing now. You will
Really?
kids will watch a kid open up like a toy they want or like something really cool, and like these
I don't
kids
know,
have
that
like
seems a little
millions.
fishy to me.
Oh, it's huge. Like,
y'all like talking sports. One thing I think would be dope that could be a next thing, but they'll probably never do it. But
Mhm.
I think what they need is like an adult sports channel, just like when you watch it, not no explicit shit like
yeah.
naked shit, but like adult sports channel, because you know the players be cussing at each other. And shit.
But, oh yeah.
You know, let us hear that shit as adults. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, all right, the kids is gone for a weekend. I could watch a channel where they really get it in. You
Yeah.
know, where they're motherfucking each other, and I can hear all the
Yeah.
bullshit. You know, and you can hear the mics like, man, fuck him.
Yeah.
Get out there, fuck him up. You know, tackle that motherfucker, lay him down. We need this win.
Yeah.
Let's go. You know,
Like,
but
Yeah.
yeah, where they get, you know, sometimes you hear it every now and then they slip on a.
Oh, like on the NFL mic'd up.
Yeah, every now and then they'll slip, but
Mhm.
it'd be nice to just, man, let's adults. We
Right.
know what's real. Let
Yeah.
us hear this shit. Why does it gotta be softened up for adults? Bro?
Mhm.
Like, come
It's true.
on, bro. I'd like to hear these gladiators out there fucking
Yeah.
fight,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
I'd love to hear what they say to each other.
Yeah.
You know what I always think, like what I was just thinking about that you brought that up. Remember when Miles Garrett like swung on Mason Rudolph?
Rudolph, yeah.
And they always thought like maybe Mason Rudolph said something, but it was the one time they had no like mic
Oh,
like
yeah.
coverage of it. It was like, come
Yeah.
on, something
Oh,
right.
fishing. No, I want to hear it all. I'm with you. I want to hear everything, especially in football. Oh my.
Really? I'm just saying, give us a chance, you know? So
Yeah.
you pay for that premium NFL access
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah. I
That
get
should
the
be
The
special.
uncut version. Yeah.
You should be able to click a little options button and go to the uncensored version and
Yeah.
watch documentaries.
See what's in the locker room, maybe like
see the
during
fights.
halftime or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah, all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
It's a good idea.
We might have to. No, it'll get swept up.
Yeah, let's
It
sweep
will.
it up under that umbrella.
Yeah.
That's what they
Isn't it
do.
crazy like how like when I was growing up, like cable was a big thing, right? It's like cable prices were growing so high. And they're like, oh, well, now you have subscriptions, you can get away from it. But now you
Got
have like
20 of them.
now you have 20, so
Right.
you're right back to the same thing again.
They're smart.
Oh yeah.
They're smart.
I don't
You know,
play into that
yeah.
though. I got like one or two. And
I got a
that's
couple.
it, yeah.
Well, the thing is,
Use all your
I'll get
people's-
one, and then you use other people. So I'll have Netflix and
Everyone
Hulu. You can give me Paramount Plus and Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
Let's
see,
work.
like Netflix switched their shit and people started dropping them and their stock price started dropping.
They said we didn't mean to.
You
That
know,
wasn't official.
companies gotta be careful because
Mhm.
nowadays people just cancel you.
Yeah.
Done with you.
Takes
Remember
one
when,
tweet and everyone's just canceling your
Well, done with that one.
Yeah.
Now, Paramount Plus, how you doing? Can I get that free month?
Yep. Remember when Netflix used to send CDs in the mail or movies?
I used to do it. That's what I said first. Yeah, I had that as a kid. I was like, this is sweet.
Yeah.
That's
It's like
crazy.
Blockbuster on demand.
Yeah, now just straight into your house.
Yeah.
How quick something like that can change
It's all streaming now.
overnight. Blu-ray, remember Blu-ray was huge?
Yeah. Wasn't the PS3 the only one that had like the Blu-ray player and not the
You're right.
Xbox?
Yeah, I don't
Was that
think-
it?
Yeah, I don't think that's what I said. I remember the Blu-ray.
Hmm.
That was some high-tech shit.
Back in the day?
Yeah, I was trying to sell that, buy it on DVD or Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So I got the Blu-ray.
What was the difference?
I don't know. I still don't know.
Wait,
this
you don't know
thing.
the difference between DVD and Blu-ray?
I couldn't
No.
tell you.
Couldn't
For real?
No.
The resolution
That's
Really?
It.
and the audio quality.
That's it?
Oh, okay.
So
Wait,
like,
like, is it that
the
much?
quality
better?
of the video, and
Yeah.
yeah, DVD was like 480p. Or no, DVD was 1080 and Blu-ray was like double that.
Oh, so like before like all this new stuff, like it was that good back then, pretty much is what you're saying. That's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just knew there was something special about it. Like IMAX, we used to see like IMAX movies. You ever watch movies on IMAX?
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of different.
It's got a different aspect ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're in like the theater watching it,
Mm.
it's a little different. I haven't been at theater in a minute.
It's factory.
Is he?
It's here.
Get a fact check.
DVD aspect ratio.
It's here, Jamie.
I think it was 1080.
480 SD on the DVD.
480.
Wow. That's pretty low.
That's what I said
Blu-ray is
initially.
made for HD. Best
That's
picture
1080.
possible is 1080 HD.
Yeah, so
Wow.
So
I didn't know that.
DVD was only 480 pixels per square inch.
The bitches usually look pretty good.
Blu-ray was set up to 1080,
Wow.
720 or up to 1080
Mm-hmm.
native resolution, and 4K is 4,000
I didn't know.
pixels
Learned
per
something today.
square inch. Like pixels is just that little tiny square per square inch. You're getting 4,000 of those in 4K.
Mm.
4,000 little dots that make up one little dot.
Wow.
You know, so you can have so many colors and images.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
why shit looks way more fluid.
Interesting.
That's why, like, you can look at a video I did 10 years ago and it's grainy as fuck compared because, you know, I had these
Yeah.
cameras and shit.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
are crazy now.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: Did you grow up before like everyone had cell phones like all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
For the internet.
Yeah.
Now, how is that transition going from like, oh, you don't need
Yeah.
that crap, it's gonna be huge, and now it's like,
You know,
Can't
it's
go
crazy.
anywhere without
I got a teenage daughter, so it's crazy.
yeah,
And she's like, that's her lifeline.
Yeah.
Right.
I took that from her. She didn't talk to me for a couple months.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's their life nowadays. These kids, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Like that's how I was really kind of turned into.
I've
But
seen people, you know, it's studies like it's like, you know, down the line, you know, that's what people gotta be careful, you know, because it's people that promote transhumanism in a sense, like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like where you're putting the tech in your body, you know what I mean? And
have
a lot
robot
of,
parts and shit.
yeah, a lot of it they say to start with healthcare, you know what I mean? It's just to monitor your dialysis, to monitor your
Yeah.
right.
insulin, you know, and then
Mhm.
eventually it's to monitor your driving record, your health record. It's just for that.
Yeah.
It's just so you don't lose your credit card. It's just so
Right.
you don't have to go down to
Just
the
so you know
DMV no more.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with them no
Mhm.
more. You can just fucking boop, boop. You know,
That's
so,
it.
you know, and then before you know it, you know, now you got your headphones built in. You know what I mean?
You can have the glasses that have the screen that pop up.
Yeah, you got the fucking Iron Man vision.
Yep.
You know what I always thought was crazy? The girls that put the IUDs like in their arm. Like how many people have problems from those?
Even
because,
with like
because the people that really want to do
It's
that, want that
huge.
shit to happen, you know, those are motherfuckers. Oh shit, I be wondering what I should say, but those are the motherfuckers that had like 6, you know, 7 heart transplants, and they could afford it.
Right.
You know, why did they do that? Because they didn't want to die. They just want to live forever. You know, and they had so many blood transfusions,
Ugh.
they live forever and ever. Until they finally, you know,
Mhm.
there's people that have done that. You know.
That one royal, like the queen's husband or whatever that died last year, that dude looked like he was 180 years
Oh,
old.
yeah.
Remember when they showed him? He was
Yeah.
like purple and stuff. Like,
Mhm.
what were they pumping him with?
Anything they can.
You don't even want to know. Like, a
April?
lot of them questions you don't want to know.
Right. I think it's inevitable though, because the people that my guess is there are going to be 2 types of people where it's like, by any means, I'm not going to get that stuff implanted in my body, like even like with some sort of
Oh, yeah.
device or artificial intelligence, and then there'll be the people that, no, I'm 100% for this. This is where life's going to go, and
Yeah.
eventually, like through like a process of elimination, and like the people with that technology are just going to outweigh the people that don't, and then you're going to
But
send
it
them
depends how far the tech is.
right.
You know, because you got the Terminator scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Seems like that one's coming true more and more every
Yeah,
day.
that's what I'm saying. Like it depends how far the tech goes.
Yeah.
It depends where.
iRobot, like what were you doing?
You think it could turn on us, like artificial intelligence and technology that we build?
I don't think. I don't think it'd be inherent by nature.
Yeah. So there would have to be something in the code to allow it to
I think
be
it
that.
had to be, you know,
Someone directed
I
to
think
it.
it would be, yeah,
Something malicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put in there. That makes sense.
I like how you put that.
There's a crazy story like this journalist I always like listening to. She's been on like Rogan's podcast. Her name's like Ann Jacobson, I think. But she knew someone who spoke out like there's like this military like facility we had in Japan, and like the robots like literally like wiped out the lab of like the scientists, like this like a room or whatever.
Right.
But wiped them out. Like they turned on. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like ripped them apart type shit. Like
Yeah, that shit makes me nervous.
Yeah.
I don't like that because I do like technology and this fact that like you talked about the healthcare stuff. Like there's like diabetics now that they have pumps automatically on their skin, and you can literally take your phone and it'd be like, okay, now I like that. But then there's other stuff where it's like where you can know like my credit card information. I mean, it's already in my phone.
The problem is, you know, with that kind of tech, with certain shit, is like, you know, who's got the shut off switch when they get down?
That's it. That's what always made me nervous about electric cars, because most of them are just basically computers. I mean, some gas cars are technically computers now too, but when it's all electric, it's like once you're hooked up to the grid, you can't go back.
Right.
So it's like that's what I was worried about. It's like a kill
What
switch.
you need, you know, when you're in you got health situation, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like people in the future are gonna live in cities and it's gonna be like open air, like prisons. Everything's just gonna be like just super regular, even more than it already is. Like you know what I mean?
I remember visiting New York
just
when I was
controlled.
younger and being like, oh, I want to live here. Like this is perfect for me. And then I get older, I'm like, no, I want to be away from people as far as I possibly can.
That's how it was with Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'm never did. Enough bullshit happening. Like,
Yeah. And you got
You get-
even if, you know, my kids still live there, both of them, you know. So I'm there all the time, you know, but at the same time, like me, I don't want to reside there 24/7, you know,
Right.
because the way I move, shit's about to pop off, you know.
Yeah.
Out here is different.
Mm-hmm. Much more laid back,
Yeah, I love it out here.
less traffic. That helps.
Yeah, I've been in trouble out here, but only, you know, like people
Yeah.
are cool from what I experienced.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a couple dickheads, a couple assholes, mainly people,
That's life.
people I work with.
Yeah. There's always a couple in the bunch. Yeah. But everyone just seems more laid back. And then when you get, it's crazy going from like, you know, the area that we live in now and here, and then like moving more southern in the state and how people change and like their attitudes. Yeah, because then obviously like people know we're in Ohio, so like when you come from the suburbs
They
and
hate the city.
urban area, they hate us. And then you get the farm, dude, there's crazy signs in people's yards. The houses are way spread apart.
Oh, yeah.
Their dialects
They're like,
different.
stay the
Oh, yeah.
fuck away from
Yeah,
me.
it's
I
like we know
feel
who
that.
you guys
I
are.
get it. Like I
Yeah,
get
Well,
it.
that's what it tripped me out when people were like super country from up here and shit. Bro, you know,
Yeah, how?
You're not even, you got no idea what country it is. You really go down south a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're raised different down there. Because some of the signs that I see, it's like they don't give a single fuck. Like not at all.
No,
Like you can put that stuff up here, and they'll like call the police on you. Your whatever housing thing will be on your ass, and down there it's like, no, we'll just let shit fly. Yep. Mm.
Or if fuck around and shoot you, you don't get off their property.
Yep.
Like, they just don't give a fuck.
Mm.
It's different. Yeah.
Tell us about some of your tattoos.
Shit.
When did you get your first one?
When I was probably 17, I think, yeah, 17. I got one on my chest. And
I went on that right arm. That's crazy.
I got a gang of them. Yeah, just basically random shit. This one say family forever. This Locust, that's actually an old rap name.
Really?
Yeah. Bang, that's like our motto, you know. I got a little label set gang. That's like our motto.
How did you acquire your name? Like, does that have anything to do?
Half a dozen.
Yeah.
Just what's crazy is way back in the day before 21 Savage was a thing. Like I decided like when I was like, yeah, I'm not doing like the local shit. Like what would happen was I'd be doing shows or something, or I'd be at like little competitions and shit, right? And when they'd introduce me, they always fuck up my name or some shit.
Mm.
You know, they wouldn't hear the music would be on loud or something, and somebody would fuck up my name and it would piss me off. So I was like, I gotta switch names. So I was like, I'm gonna make my name, believe it or not, before 21 Savage, I was like, I'm gonna make my name 21-6 for 216. and nobody would ever say the 21.
Really?
They would just say 6. They'd be like, "What's up, 6?" And yeah, so that's how that worked out. So then, you know, and then like I said, just having my music out there, I would see so many people by the name something 6.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, now I'm kind of locked into this new name.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to switch it up, but I got to kind of switch it up to separate myself from the pack. So I was like, I'm going to call myself half a dozen. I was like, that's so out of pocket.
Yeah.
It sounds so crazy. Like, and every time I say, or somebody hear it, like, they almost laugh. You know what I mean? They kind of laugh. Like, what the fuck is that? Donuts? What the fuck are you
It makes people think it's like, because I would have never thought, like, what it is, you know what I mean? That's why I asked.
They're like, couldn't you just say 6? I'm like, yeah. But, you know, it's separating me a little bit.
I feel like
from everybody else.
Makes people take a double take, though.
Yeah.
Nicknames and, like, rap names, I feel like you have to be, like, someone has to, like, give it to you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you
like,
can't give it upon yourself. It's like an honorary title.
Yeah, so, like, people, even the people that were, like, wrongly, like, saying it, it was kind of like, they turned it into.
Right.
They stuck me.
You're 6.
Yeah,
that's it.
Absolutely.
And that's how it goes.
Yeah, nobody would say the 21. They wouldn't. That was so 6.
Was it because of, like, maybe how it was, like seen, or you think
I think just how it rolled off the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So you were Locust before that?
Yeah.
How'd you get that name? Anyway.
Bro, I've had so many rap names.
Really? Yeah, switch it up a lot of times.
Yeah, just because I feel like an artist, you got to reinvent yourself. Just like Pac did Machiavelli and shit, you just got to reinvent yourself every now and then.
Yes.
If not, your shit get stale.
Yeah. But you're going to keep 6 for the time being?
I feel like half a dozen is probably the last.
The last one?
Yeah, I feel like that's probably it.
Yeah.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Mr.
I
Half
probably always do music a little bit, you know what I mean? Just because it's therapeutic for me.
Right.
But as far as like putting it out there, you know. But I got a couple more that I feel like it's hot enough to put out there.
Yeah.
When's that coming?
It all depends, man. It's a process, like I said.
Yeah.
I don't want to put a date on it.
Right.
Hopefully soon, hopefully within the next year or two, you know.
How many music videos you got out there?
A lot.
Like 20, 30, like that?
Yeah, something like that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because I got a lot of collaborative ones I did. I used to be in a group. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. So Second was a group. And, you know, so we did a lot of little videos back in the day running around with our iPhones and shit. The iPhone fucking 4s and shit. Like,
I couldn't imagine shooting with those.
The iPhone 3Gs,
awesome.
Remember the one with the big button at the bottom with the square?
Yeah, I remember that.
Even before
Those are
that,
sweet.
like the very first digital cameras, we could only take like little 30-second clips and take that shit and throw it in Windows Movie Maker and it looked terrible.
Yeah.
Like that's why I said like that DVD was like 480p. It was like that kind of quality.
Windows Movie Maker, you just unlocked the memory for me.
Yeah, like,
I used to have to use
just to edit, and then we had chopped the shit up around the beat. It would take forever, you know, on these old computers. Just because, you know, we didn't have the money, we didn't have the budget. You know, we was just thirsty. And we would put the shit out there, upload it, and people would vote in our little neighborhood in Cleveland. People would go crazy about the shit, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So you have teen children. Are they involved in like music at all? In any way? Artistic at all?
My son could draw, you know.
Yeah.
I was always jealous of people that could draw.
I'm a stick
I feel like
figures kind
that's
of guy.
sweet. Yeah.
Can't draw for shit.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
My son could draw, but he don't really, that's not his thing, you know, every now and then.
Yeah.
He'll draw some shit where I'm like, dude, why don't you draw more?
Yeah.
You know, but he's like, he worked.
Yeah. What about yourself? You got any other type of like talents or artistically maybe?
Hey, yeah. Like I said, I do the graphic design, video editing, every aspect of the music shit. You know, I got a whole, you know, like I said, we got Set Gang up here, and then I had Set Gang South down south, which is basically a down south chapter of what we do up here. You know, and you know, just everything from artist development to you know all that shit. You know, and
Where's that at? Down south?
Orlando.
Orlando? Oh wow. So, nice.
Yeah.
How long's that been going on?
Yeah, they're crazy. Shit, over a decade. Their shit's crazy. Like you look their shit up, they do battle rap. Like that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's like how it is down there.
They're doing a thing. I think maybe not this weekend. It might be this weekend. With Hollow the Dawn. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I have.
He's like real big in battle rap. They just did some shit where Disaster hosted some shit with him, which he was like big on MTV back in the day, and then got big elsewhere and shit. Like, you know, he's just big in battle rap in general. You know what I mean?
You into battle rap at all, or just like?
Yeah, I love watching it.
You like, yeah.
But it's one of them sports where
Some brutal shit.
nah, I could do it, but I feel like you gotta be really disciplined because people get in your face and say some real disrespectful shit.
Dog your ass.
Yeah, and it goes down sometimes, so it's like
Fights and shit.
so you gotta be willing to.
I see a lot of those videos. Dudes say one thing.
Yeah. I do like watching them.
Yeah, they got them in Cleveland. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I had a buddy who did one.
Really?
Yeah. Seemed interesting.
Hmm.
There's some people that are very like they would never maybe make like a great song or like a hit song, but dude, these people are like
like the wordplay
like,
and stuff.
yes, like incredible. That's a whole skill. That's a whole nother part of like rapping.
yeah,
That's like some pure shit
it's
to
a
me.
it's a whole different lane.
Yep.
Hip hop, most people ain't tapped into. You know.
Mhm.
And that's like say gang soft. That's really what they do.
Yeah.
But they're dope in music too. That's the thing.
Right. They could do both.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
the thing.
That's
They do
awesome.
both, yeah.
If you can do both, you are a talented like human being. Like,
Yeah.
That's two crazy lanes.
I put Mike on to some shit, and I be trying to put him on, everything. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I realize everything ain't for everybody, so I try not to over
Right.
Yeah.
my shit on people. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's sweet
I
though.
try to let people gravitate to shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like that.
I wish I could battle rap. I can't though. I get fucking torn up.
Spit something.
No, not for like you're gonna do the same shit that Double J did. Man, I can't do that shit. I get fucking torn up. They start calling me out and shit. I'm gonna go home and cry a little bit.
That's the other thing too. Like, I don't know, my pride could deal with that. You know what I mean?
No, I'd get fucking pissed.
Everyone just saw you get dogged, then you
Yeah.
got walked with your head.
You know
on
I
that
tweak
bitch.
that. I tweak that.
It depends.
Yeah, this
you know
is
what I mean? I've been
I'm
doing
gonna have
this
to go.
shit. I've been doing this shit clean so long. It's
Yeah.
like, damn, that's a hell of an L to take
Hits the ego a little
at the
bit.
end there, bro.
Yeah.
Like you had a good ride to them.
Yep.
That is funny.
Yeah, you go all the way out there, you get fucking humbled.
Y'all make
Yeah,
people's
like,
careers
you know,
get ended, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Then you gotta drive all the way home thinking about it.
I'm telling you, bro, some motherfuckers from Ohio, they just did a Ohio versus Orlando battle
damn.
card, bro. And I had to watch a bunch of dudes from my state go down there and get mopped. I'm like,
They got mobbed. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, why did you? They won a couple. I'm not gonna lie. They won a couple, but when they went against my boys, they got mobbed. And I was like, bro, why did you send them fools down there to fuck with my boys? Like, cause I could have got some guys up here who's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd have been a really good battle.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But like, my boys just chewed up.
How many dudes on the way there hyped, and on the way home they're probably sitting there like,
Man, bro, they made the ride back so bad for them dudes.
that had to have been terrible.
One quiet ride back.
Let me ask, did they drive?
That's
Oh.
and they put it in the
no.
raps.
Oh,
So it was like, it was bad.
that's a long drive back. The whole time they're just replaying it in their head.
I know every
I'm
time they
sorry.
was at the gas station, they looked at that motherfucker like, bro,
Yeah.
you let them say that to you.
Yeah.
I'm dead. That's beautiful. That's life, though, man. You take some losses. You take
Yeah,
some.
you take it on the
wins.
chin and
You
move
head
on.
home.
Yeah, you might have to throw a couple punches here and there, but you know,
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
it is what it is.
Definitely play you some clips sometime. You trip out.
Yeah.
You be sharp.
That edit you made yesterday was nice. When you tagged.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We looked at that before
Yeah.
you came in. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think Mike sent it in the chat. So Mike's your boy.
that's my boy.
Yeah. How long have you known him for?
I like 5 years now.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
Maybe more. 5, 6, maybe 5, 6 now.
Like 2017, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was right after I think the Cavs won.
Yeah.
Or was it right before?
You know what year they won?
2016.
All right. That's it, Mike.
That's what you're talking about.
I know. That's one of those years,
That
fans.
was around
Nah,
then.
he.
Wow. Yeah, I've known him for too long. Might be time to end it, you know? You ever have to cut people off?
You said what?
You ever have to cut people off?
Absolutely.
People you
Yeah.
love,
Absolutely.
Cared for? Do anything for?
killed for.
All the time. I ain't got that.
Nah.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah.
Because it just happens. certain people.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on what part they play in your life, and what they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If they really wrong you,
Yeah.
you know, it's one thing if, you know, say it's your girl and she disrespects you or something, okay. You gotta tell her, like, don't call me out my name no more, you know.
Yeah.
But the shit keep happening, she put hands on you in front of your homies and this and this.
Might have to smack her.
It's time to let that whole go, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Advocating for violence.
I mean, shit, man.
It's not me. It's not me. Everyone's.
Yeah.
You know?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You can only, you know what I mean? Well, I'm not speaking for anybody, but I'm just saying, like, hypothetically in that kind of situation. That's how my life taught me. It's like I can only let somebody wrong me maybe twice. And
Yeah.
It's like I gotta wash my hands.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, and
Can't be a
it
third
depends
time.
on what kind of wronging. You know what I mean? If they just don't hold a door open for me or something, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
different. But I'm
How
saying,
about-
if they really wrong me?
How when you hold the door open for someone, they don't say nothing. You know how many times that's
Bro,
happened to me?
I hate all
Like, what the
types of dumb
fuck
shit.
is America?
I hate that shit.
Like, you really
Jay,
hold the door up and they just go,
nothing.
like, NPC mine, and they just walk
Yeah.
through the fucking.
Not even like a thank you. Like I don't really care if you say thank you, but like just the
Small
fact
shit,
that
bro.
you
I'll
did.
say good morning to somebody in the
Yeah,
morning
they
or something.
just
They
say
don't
that.
say it back, and I'm like, bro, never again. Never again. will
You lose
ever
faith in
get a good
humanity.
morning out of me, bro.
Yep.
Because I'm not happy to be here neither. Fucking, you know what I mean? First thing in the morning.
Went out of your way to say it, you know?
Yeah, and I don't like you motherfuckers to begin with. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice, you know what I mean? But then never again will I tell you good morning.
Yep.
Yeah. The
That's
person behind you, the person next to you,
No, I understand.
all the way down the line. Because I know you heard me,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Just
We're
don't
only
be-
two motherfuckers out here.
Had to be weird, though. They chose to
Yeah.
be weird.
No, they chose to be grumpy because they was, you know, on some whatever, their wife fucked with them, they weren't happy. Okay, cool. What the fuck does that got to do with me?
Didn't have their ham sandwich, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's all Saudi.
And even if they were going through some shit, cool, pull me aside later and
Yeah.
say, hey man, my bad man, I'm going through some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So I had to
valid.
say something earlier.
Right.
You know, my wife or somebody passed away, and I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't in the right
Yeah,
state.
I get it.
You know, even if it's a week later, then I could go, oh, now I ain't got to hold that strike again. So I ain't got to keep that receipt.
Right.
I'm done with that. You know, he was going through something.
Yeah, the holding the door thing or not saying good morning.
I'm petty. I don't like none of that shit. Leave me on red. Like, bro, I quit fucking with you.
Yeah.
My time's first, bro. Fuck out
I
of here.
get it.
Because I'm saying people be like, R.I.P., that's my homie. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, fuck out of here, bro. Time's first, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people fuck with you just like this. Y'all worry about your shit. You know, I wouldn't walk out of here and have bad shit to say because I'd be like, yeah, there's no time. There's about their shit. You know what I mean?
100%. So you got to be cordial with people because you never know like what relationship could come out of something just meeting people the first time.
Yeah.
Like down the line, it's like, oh well, you know, we had a good rapport the first time we met, and maybe we could do something in the future with one another in some sort of capacity. So you got to keep those things open because if you burn the bridge, you can never go back.
Yeah.
Bridge is gone.
Some
Yep.
bridges I'm willing to burn. You know what I mean? I'd be like, fuck them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Certain
burn the
some-
boats.
certain
Light the
bridges,
match.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it ain't worth fucking with you if you're a slime ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I don't care who you know.
Right.
I'll go tell everybody who you know you're a slime ball. You know? I
Yep.
don't give a fuck because I stand on that.
Yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I've met people in the music shit like that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
With slime ball ass
Big time.
contracts in front of us. You know what I mean? People that was responsible for, you know, Bone kind of coming up. Like that same dude tried to put a contract in front of us, and it was just a slime ball contract. And I was like, bro,
Get
fuck
out
out
of here.
Yeah.
So I took it back to the lawyer. We made a revision to it. We sent it back to him, and then he didn't want to talk. I'm like, because
Yep.
he wanted sole ownership of this, and you
Yeah.
add or remove group members, and
360.
is it
Yep.
exactly? You know what I mean? You got us locked in until, you know, indefinitely until you get us a deal. You know?
Right. Hmm.
So,
Yeah, you always got to take it to the lawyer. Always.
yeah, so I was like,
You always need another set of eyes on it.
yeah, I'd rather stay independent. Plus, like I said, with the second South shit, I couldn't have some shit where I'm locked in and some shit up here. He's got ownership, and then they're locked in down there.
Yeah.
And they can't move and do battle rap and do the shit they want to do without this dickhead up here getting a piece of it.
Yeah.
But
I was like, fuck it. I had to fall back from my. Could have been a lucrative situation. Might have been. It depended on the card. I don't know how the cards would have
That's how it is.
but 100%. Now, how many members are down there total?
4.
4 of them. Yeah. And And it's been the same for all since the inception.
They had a couple come and go.
Come and go.
How did you link up with them?
But like 3 of them been around forever, and the latest one been around for quite a while too.
Were they from like up here originally, or like how did that all go?
They're actually they're from like, I think one of them's like really from Orlando, and then I could be wrong though. I know one of them's from like Philly, moved down to Orlando. One of them's from like New York, moved down to Orlando. Another one might be from New York, moved down to Orlando.
Orlando must be a place to be.
Yeah, like a lot
Nice
of the people that live there moved there. You know, they migrated there.
Is that where Disney World is and shit?
That's yeah.
It's in Orlando?
Yeah.
Now, how often do you go and visit them?
I was down there like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You talk like every day though, type, or
Not every day.
yeah, but every good amount of
When you got
communication.
something going on, I have
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually business related. I don't fuck with people like. You know
Always
what I mean?
talking.
Yeah, I mean, if they got something going on, you know what I mean. But I try to let people, I know people got lives, girls, kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Families, all that.
Yeah, people got other shit they're doing, but when we got something going on, like I just got a new song that they got on, that's gonna be on the next thing sent to me today. So I seen he posted like I'm in the studio all day, hit me up. I was like, finish that shit, send it to me, please. And he did. So it's like that, that's how we got it. So it's cool. Like I said, honestly, you can check their shit out. And
Yeah, you have to link it.
they'll blow you back where you'll be like, God damn, like pause. They'll have your shit, where you be like, damn, man, they're really dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're better than me is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Wow.
They're that nice,
You want to let us know?
They make me want to step my bar up all the time. I'm like, fuck man,
Yeah.
my videos gotta be 4K. My shit gotta sound better. My shit gotta look better.
Makes you like want to level up type.
Yeah, I'm gonna play you something for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah,
for
100%.
sure. You want to let us know where everyone can find you at too?
Yeah.
Your social media?
Setgang.com, setgang.com. You can just go to that. That's gonna link you straight to our YouTube, which got the battle raps, music videos,
Nice.
everything on there.
So all your stuff's all in one.
Interviews, yeah. It's going setgang.com, where you can go to YouTube and type setgang. SETGANG.
Nice. Appreciate it, man. Thanks so much.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Come
We're
on.
gonna have to run it back again. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I come
I
back.
like that. He gave some force with it.
Yeah,
man.
oh, yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
yeah, man. Come on.
that's
Yeah,
good.
man. Yeah.
If I'm talking about it.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Thanks, brother.
Appreciate it.
y'all.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, go visit out letsallbank.com. Go follow the team. Follow Markham. He got a haircut.
Letsallbank.com.